19 cannons boom while rose petals fell from the sky as the white casket carrying the late Defense Secretary Angelo Reyes is escorted to his final resting place at Nalibingan ng mga bayani in Taguig on Sunday noon. This as hundreds of comrades, both active and retired, stood still at the background to pay their final salutes to their former chief of staff who had taken his own life after being linked to a corruption controversy in the military, which Reyes had repeatedly denied. The traditional full military honors equivalent to a hero's burial continue as Reyes' body reached the gravesite. Their emotions outpoured as the family of the late Defense Secretary and Chief of Staff comfort other mourners. Among them are Defense Secretary Walter Gasmin, Armed Forces Chief of Staff General Ricardo David, Cabinet Secretaries, and other former Chief of Staff in their white gala uniform. Before Reyes' body was lowered to the ground, 8 representatives from the 3 branches of the armed forces folded the Philippine flag and held it to their chest before it was passed on to David, then to Gasmin, and finally to Reyes' widow, Teresita. Officers sang the Philippine Military Academy's alma mater song once more as the chaplain blessed Reyes' body as it was lowered to the ground. Gunshots echoed again in the air as a 21-gun salute is rendered as part of the traditional military funeral. This time, Reyes' family wept and embraced each other in tears, brushing off allegations against their patriarch, whom one of Reyes' 5 sons claimed his father died an honorable death. Other personalities who witnessed the burial rites are Pampanga Congresswoman Gloria Arroyo, former Cabinet Secretary Mike Defensor, and Manila Mayor Alfredo Lim. Reyes, whose last 2 weeks were battered with allegations of corruptions pocketing up to 150 million pesos in military funds, took his own life before his mother's grave. With this, Reyes' family is now hoping that the public would be enlightened by the controversies surrounding the late Secretary's death. For GNN, Abello-Bulanadi, News Force.